if I ask you a couple questions?
Of course.
Okay, who do we have the pleasure of speaking with today?
Near Costello, Munir for regular life, but near Costello. What I'm saying. I appreciate the opportunity too. I see what y'all doing, and I was ecstatic when I got to reach out, whatever, just to build with y'all. So I appreciate that.
You're welcome. Your song Unseen Potential talks about something deeper than the music. What potential did you have to discover inside yourself that people couldn't see before?
So Unseen Potential was a song that it took experience and life to be able to create. You know what I'm saying? And it helped me writing that song was something that took me at least 26 years of life to actually put together. You get what I'm saying? And it helped me see that even though I've been through a lot of pitfalls, I've been through a lot of shenanigans or whatever, and the Lord tested me in many ways, testing my iman, testing my physicality, testing my mental, I was able to still make it through. You get what I'm saying? So unseen potential is something that is a motivation because I'm saying like, all right, I done been in the streets, I survived the streets, I survived barbed wires on prisons, but my biggest flex is sending my kids to Mecca. That's my biggest flex that I ever had. No money can amount to that, none of that can amount to that. Knowing that my kids know how it feel to hear the Avon and everything shut down, the biggest flex. So that's why Unseen Potential was such a great song, and that's why I named it that because it's something that a lot of people don't understand what's really a flex and what's not a flex. So my bad, it was a long answer, right?
Was there a moment in your life where you realized you were meant for something bigger than the path you were on?
Yes. The biggest thing that helped me realize that was being around individuals and noticing that I'm uncomfortable with the stuff that they're content with. You feel what I'm saying? Like when you growing up and you start making certain decisions and people making other decisions and you looking at it like, no, they ain't they ain't it. You feel me? So realizing that I had more, that ties back into unseen potential. Realizing that I was better than the program of what everybody was used to. I don't need to get high. I don't need to drink. I don't need to indulge in nonsense for me to be able to survive. I could face my trauma head on. You feel what I'm saying? And that's what the Unseen Potential Project is all about. Facing your trauma head on, facing any nonsense that you're going through head on, and being able to look yourself in the mirror and see greatness instead of seeing flaws. So, yeah. I hope
What
I'm answering these questions, man. I'm trying to go deep. I feel like I am, though.
you are.
Right.
When someone listens to Unseen Potential, what do you hope it change inside them?
So introspection is a word that means to look deep within yourself. So honestly, when you listen to Near Costello, when you listen to Unseen Potential, that project, I hope that you see my growth and my steps towards becoming an actual man and a father, because that's all that album is about. All that album is about is me realizing like this is what it took for me to get to the point where I'm at now, and I'm still growing. I'm still going through therapy as we speak. I go to therapy every Friday. You get what I'm saying? I'm still going through bumping my head every time. You feel what I'm saying? Walking into the room, not noticing how low the ceiling really is, because every ceiling is meant to be passed in every type of way. You get what I'm saying? So my biggest thing that I want anybody to take from Unseen Potential or just Near Costello, my story period, is that I want you to be able to see in yourself that I see you, my boy. I see you. It ain't nutty to have a job. It ain't nutty to work. Sacrifice for your family. That's what a man is. So when you listen to my music, I want it to be the true definition of a man. A man is a person that's sacrificing without gaining anything. So
Do you think everyone has unseen potential, even people who feel like they've messed up too much?
yeah, yes, um, yes, I believe that wholeheartedly. Even to bring it, not make it too religious, but even to bring it in Islam, the problem Muhammad Sallam, he became a prophet at 40 some odd years old. You feel me? So that's later in life. So it just shows that it doesn't take everything isn't quick. No matter what you go through, you gonna make it through. So just because you bumped your head a few times or whatever, some people prostration might be dark the first time they prostrate. Other people it take them about 10 years. Some people they beard grow when they 12 years old. Other people would take 40 years. So it's like That's the best description I could give to that. Like unseen potential is in all of us. We all could be something great in this world, and sometimes being great doesn't mean you got to be a millionaire. Sometimes being great is just taking care of your responsibilities and your family. Sometimes having good credit not for everybody. You feel what I'm saying? Sometimes it ain't built for everybody. You feel what I'm saying? It's just making the best decision that's for your life. That's what I believe unseen potential is. Understanding that making the best decisions for you specifically, because everybody thumbprint different. So my bad. I'm talking a lot, right?
Now you good.
I got the raps.
What was the hardest truth you had to face about yourself while being in prison?
I'm better than this. Uh, yeah, I'm better than this. And noticing that majority of the people that I was, all the men in my family is in prison. Every man in my family has been to prison at least once, or they been through a case where they beat the case and they ain't had to go to prison. But noticing that I'm better than this, and that I gotta be better, and that this is beneath me. That was the biggest realization I had of learning. Like, damn, this stuff is really beneath me. I don't see how people keep coming in and out. But you know, Allah tests us the way He tests us. But that was the biggest realization I had of like noticing like, nah, this is beneath me. I don't want to be in the streets. I'd rather come to a bookstore like Uncle Bobby's and read and relax and chill, and I don't gotta look over my shoulder every day. I'd rather drink chai teas with lavender syrup. You feel me? I don't want to get high. I don't want to vape. I don't want to do none of that. So that'll be my answer to that.
What books you like to read?
Right now, I'm reading this. Honestly, that's why I want to pick this joint out. It's called Failures of Forgiveness by Maisha Cherry. Great book because I noticed like even myself like throughout certain traumas I went through when I was a kid, it was hard for me to forgive, from forgiving my parents, for forgiving this person, that person, and forgiving myself. You feel what I'm saying? The biggest thing I had to learn was like my mom might not have made all the right decisions, but she made the best decisions for her situation. You get what I'm saying? And being able to forgive her and forgive myself and hoping that she could forgive me, because she shouldn't be seeing her son go to prison at no 15. That's hurt. So I caused trauma to my mom. So being able to even ask my mom for forgiveness, that's something that this book helped me understand. You see what I'm saying? It's another book called All About Love. It's a lot of books. Invisible Man. But the first book ever is the Quran. We ain't we ain't gonna skip past that. You feel me? But other books in regards to like getting your mental together is books like this. I love this book. I've been reading this book for at least 2-3 months now. So yeah.
How many chapters? Like, are there chapters in it
Yeah,
or
it's a chapter book, but honestly, the way I break down books is I try to, cause I suffer from insomnia. Insomnia is where you can't really sleep like that. You feel me? So what I learned is like I'm a person that I had to cut everything off, cut the TV or cut everything off, and actually read 2 chapters. So when I read 2 chapters, it tires me out. My eyes start getting tired, my eyes start hurting, and I'm able to go to sleep way easier than if I'm just watching TV on my phone. So it's things like that that just learning yourself. That's another thing that unseen potential is about. Actually, like learning and understanding yourself is how you become better in life. You get what I'm saying? So it's a chapter book though. It's a chapter book. But I'm telling you, once you knock down the first chapter, it's easy. Every book like that, because a lot of people don't really like reading, but when you knock down that first chapter, everything's sweet after that. So
so you like reading books about like life?
I like reading about everything. I ain't really a hood novel boy though. Like uh Love the Game and Sister Soldier. I grew up watching them. I grew up listening to like reading those books and all of that, but and I ain't knocking them because I understand, but I rather read books that I can like learn from. You feel me? Like I don't really need my imagination to work too much. I'm surely trying to figure myself out. So, and I'm a person, I do everything with purpose. Like I try to read stuff that help me be better in my life with my children and be better with my interaction with people. For what I'm saying? So yeah, I like reading like life books, yeah, for sure. I agree with that.
Did prison break you down first before it built you into who you are today?
No. Um, no. Prison didn't really do anything to me. Prison is just a facility. It's about who you are that'll break yourself down. You get what I'm saying? It's like school. Like when you go to school, everybody don't learn at school, right?
It just school is all about passing, basically.
But school is also about what you want to do.
Yeah.
If you go to school and don't do your work, you're gonna fail. If you go to school and just bid all day and juke all day, you're gonna fail. But if you go to school and actually understand that this is a test I gotta get through to get where I'm trying to go, you're gonna be the best that you possibly could be. So that's the thing. Prison don't really break people down. Prison is just a facility that's there, and it could either be a learning institute or a playground. However, it's your choice to make it whatever it's gonna be. You get what I'm saying? So prison didn't break me down. I broke myself down. I had to strip myself of all the false equivalencies of being real and gangster and hard and tough. I had to understand that a lot of that stuff was hurt and trauma and insecurities of why, like, I'm going in there and I'm 16 and I beat up a New York boy because he kept calling me son. But I ain't realized like that's their lingo. I'm just so insecure of him calling me son and I feel like he trying young boy. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like you learn like that's just a layer of over tough. You get what I'm saying? So prison didn't do it. I broke myself down. So now I walk past people, I say, excuse me. There now when I talk to a person, I look them in the eyes. You feel what I'm saying? When I'm anything, like I don't really walk behind women. It's just certain things you learn as a man. You feel what I'm saying? As a man, especially as a black man with melanin. You get me? So I did that to myself. Prison didn't. That's the biggest thing. I never give them that much credit. They ain't do too much in that job.
What's one lesson you learned in prison that young people like me should understand how now so we never learn it the hard way?
So the biggest thing I would express to you, the same thing I express to my son, because my son younger, my son 3. Listen to those that love you. Like, I would say this, I say this. Be cool, be understanding of advice. Because nobody's gonna give you advice that's bad for you at your young age. You gonna have some people that try to tell you, no, do this, but they're probably your age. You get what I'm saying? You have a protector. You have somebody that's gonna make sure you good 110%. You got a person that's putting you in a predicament now to even do content. Listen and follow that lead. Don't be too tough. Don't try to break away from the program trying to be too cool. Being too cool is how you get put in the back of the class. You ever notice like when you go in the classroom, the two cool boys is always in the back of the class, and the people that actually know the work is in the front of the class. Because the people that want to be seen, they don't got nothing to hide. People that's in the back of the class, they don't want to be in the front. They don't want to be seen that they don't know nothing, that they dumb. So you don't have to be too tough. It's okay to not know something. It's okay to ask for help. That's the biggest thing I would give my advice to you. I don't got nothing to do with prison. My advice to you is, how old are you?
11.
My advice to you at 11, it's okay not to know everything. It's okay to ask for help, and it's okay to not to be a kid. Because when I was a kid, I thought it was weird to ask my mom for help. Oh, like I say that in the song, like I had to pride made it hard for me to ask my Omi for help. Now I'm in a cell asking Omi because she sent a check. You get what I'm saying? So it's like asking for help is not that's what you're supposed to do as a kid. You don't have to be out trying to do everything. Just be cool. Go to work. I said go to work. Go to school. Chill. Relax. Study. It's okay. It's thorough. I promise you. Growing up too fast, and people used to tell me that, but growing up too fast, it ain't it. Cause once you grown, you ain't no going back.
Yeah,
I
cause,
promise.
'cause now we all want to, all these kids, we all want to get grown.
Yeah, and it was like that when I was a kid too. Everybody want to be. The grass is always green on the other side, but you don't understand with the pesticide that it took for that grass to be that green. And pesticides is a cancer. That's something that kills. You get what I'm saying? So I hope I ain't saying too much. They're going over your head, but my biggest advice is to ask for help. It's okay to ask for help and to listen. Don't always think you know everything, but it's okay. I promise you, you're not gonna lose asking for help. If you want some sneakers, bring it up to your parents. I promise you, they're gonna make sure you get the best of it to the best of their ability. I've never seen somebody not do it, and I'm a father in my own right. You feel me?
Was there a moment in prison where you felt like giving up on yourself?
Nah, no, I've never had a problem. My biggest problem was when I came home and I was so green to life. Like I didn't understand actually how to maneuver in life, and I'm married and I'm trying to figure this out and figure that out, and then we end up getting pregnant and stuff like that. So that was the part where I was like, I'm trying to figure, I'm overwhelmed, but
Too much.
yeah, like, but Nah, I never was a part in prison. Prison was easy. As long as you don't do too much, you cool. But I'm not trying to promote it though. I don't want that to be seen. You feel me? But prison is literally just a facility, bro. I promise you. It's like coming in here. Right now we could be reading. It's about what you do in here. Going to the gym. If you go to the gym every day and don't work out, you're just going to the gym. You feel what I'm saying? So it's not about the facility, it's about what you do. You feel what I'm saying? So I never had that moment. My biggest problem was when I actually came home and I wasn't actually prepared for everything that I thought I was prepared for. Being married and taking care of bills and having a household and cleaning and cooking and trying to understand how to do this and how to be there for your wife and stuff like that. For me, like now I got a divorced son. You feel me? It ain't funny, but it's just that's how I go. But no, I never had that experience. It was more along when I came home and life started actually lifing. So that'll be my answer to that.
If you could speak to the version of yourself before prison, what warning would you give him?
Hmm.
The younger version.
The advice I would give myself is to put your trust in the Lord more. Put your trust in the Lord more. And I still struggle with that now, honestly. Like sometimes I'll be trying to just figure stuff out instead of just putting my trust in the Lord. Like the first thing you should do is put your trust in the Lord. Any problem that you have, you ask for Allah. When you bump your leg, Bismillah, Alhamdulillah. You feel what I'm saying? And sometimes as a man, especially a human being, we flawed. So sometimes we get into a habit of, all right, I gotta figure this out. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. I gotta do this. I gotta make this money. This bill due. I gotta pay this bill. I gotta go to work. Do this. I gotta fix that. I gotta flip this. I gotta do that. Sometimes you just gotta relax and offer salat and relax, and everything will work out. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes overstimulating yourself is the worst thing you possibly could do. So, the biggest advice I would give myself as a kid is to, for one, put your trust in the Lord more. For two, love yourself. I didn't really love myself when I was a kid. I ain't know how to. I never seen it. I never seen a person that actually had confidence in themselves. Everybody I was around, we always insecure, had mommy and daddy issues. So that'd be the biggest advice I get to myself. Love yourself. So it'd be put your trust in the Lord, love yourself, and ask for help. Those would be the biggest things those would be the three things I tell myself if I could talk to myself. If I was 11, that's what I tell myself. Feel me? Yeah.
What moment made you truly turn your life towards God?
When all right, so when I was younger, I was raised Muslim. I went to Germantown. I went to Nabawiya for school when I was a kid. Um, but when you taught something so young, you don't really understand it. So when I started getting older and I understood it, what made me actually turn to Allah was it gave me a sense of purpose. It's the only religion that I seen that it was nothing that had to do with the world. Or why you worship Allah? Like why are you Muslim? What's your proof? وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَإِنسَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونِ. And I created not jinn and men except to worship me alone. That's why you were created. Any other person I've asked that, they'd be like, I was born to you heard it. I was born to play ball. I was born to rap. I was born to do this. I was born to do that. All that stuff. So what happens after your knee go? Your knee gone. That's why a lot of people lose their mind, start taking drugs and drinking and all of that. You was created to worship your Lord to the best of your ability. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what made me turn to a law of understanding like why I was created. Because when I was a kid, I ain't know. Like I ain't really believe in myself too much when I was younger. When I was 15, I was lost in a sauce, 110%. I didn't think nobody loved me. I didn't think nobody cared about me. I'm just moving. So that'd be the biggest thing I say. That's what turned me to a love, understanding like I got a purpose. Cause I ain't know what my purpose was before that. My prostration might have been dark ever since. You feel me?
How did your relationship with God change the way you see your past mistakes?
I was just moving. I was hurt. Yeah, I was hurt. I was just maneuvering. I was hurt and I was scared. So that's how it helped me see my past mistakes. I didn't put my trust in Allah. I didn't put my trust in the Most High. And me not doing that, it caused me to do things that's beneath me. of indulging in stuff that's not that deep. When I'm only a kid, I shouldn't even be worried about that type of stuff. You feel me? So yeah, that'd be my answer.
When life gets hard now, what keeps you walking godly paths instead of going back to the old life?
So I don't feel like I walk a godly path, but I definitely would say that I strive to do the best I possibly can regarding worshiping the law. Um, say the question one more time.
When life gets hard now, what keeps you walking the godly path instead of going back to the old life?
So it's a call sabaru ala adha fihi and preserve all patience that bear all harms accounted upon that. So that is what I usually say to myself whenever our times get hard and I'm in my head about something. Patience, patience. That it's gonna figure itself out. And ever since then, it always do. Anytime I ask Allah for anything, I'm giving it, whether I'm ready for it or not. You feel what I'm saying? And that's a big thing that I also want to give advice to people. We be asking Allah for a lot of stuff, but you might not be ready for what you ask for. You feel me? And you got to make sure you're ready because Allah will provide for you in ways that you won't even see it until it's over and you don't got it no more. So whenever things get tough, I always remind myself of where I was and how far I came, and I got to keep going forward. So that'll be my answer to that.
Do you believe God allowed your struggles to prepare you for a bigger purpose?
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah. Ilmu jazai wa ilmu bala. No, that's with this proof is the harder the greater the hardship, the greater the reward. Uh, I can't remember it off the head. I'm out of pocket, and I just listening to it too. It's a lecture by Abu Weiss. Um, the greater the hardship, the greater the reward. But that's basically saying that there's not every prophet that we had, every messenger we had. Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu went through the most things that we possibly could think of. He never seen none of his kids grow up except for one. You feel what I'm saying? To see that many of your children just pass away and you still putting your trust in Allah to that point, yeah, ankles are swollen. That's heavy. That's heavy. I can't even imagine it. Feel me? So I would say that'd be the biggest thing. Yeah, the greater the hardship, the greater reward. Whatever you're going through, we built for it. Our ancestors survived things that we can't even imagine, and we still going through it. So that'd be my answer. Yeah.
Do you think pain is sometimes necessary for someone to discover their true purpose?
Say it again.
Do you think pain is sometimes necessary for someone to discover their future purpose?
Opinions.
Do you think pain is sometimes,
Pain.
sometimes it's necessary for someone to discover their true purpose?
Do you think pain is something? Not all the time because you could. It's some people that know their purpose just by the way they was raised and by their leadership and them listening. But other than, I would say that, but not always pain, because sometimes pain is unnecessary. If you see a foot coming to your face, you better move out the way or you won't be in some pain. You feel me? So it's like pain ain't always the answer because there's some people that's in pain for no reason. They want to be. They don't know how to not live in pain. Like you ever heard somebody say like everything going good right now? I'm just waiting for something negative to happen. That's looking for pain when there's no need to. Won't you just enjoy that you're everything going good right now? A lot of people don't know how to do that. It's uncommon, it's uncomfortable to just be having a good time in your life. You feel me? So nah, pain not mandatory for growth. Only thing that's mandatory for growth is experience and living. That's the only thing that guarantees growth, and that don't even guarantee growth. So that'll be my answer.
What's something God showed you about yourself that changed your life forever?
That if I keep, I don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on yourself. That's the biggest thing I've learned. Don't give up on yourself. Believe in yourself, and you'll do it. Everything that I've done so far, especially with clothes, has been through trial and error. Me seeing like, all right, I'm not about to keep paying for Gucci's. I'm not about to keep paying for Louis. I'm not about to be paying that. I can make it. So I'm gonna make it. And I'm gonna figure out a way and I'm gonna save money every time. So I'm it's sad to say because I'm a trial and error bull, but I'm forced to be a trial and error bull because I'm the first to do a lot of stuff in my family. Me and my father aren't really the closest. So, and as much as I try to reach out, because we don't sever kinship, but I strive to be there for him as much as I possibly can. So that'd be my answer. So my answer would be believing in myself and learning that it's okay to go through certain things, but keep a smile on your face. Sadaka, for me.
What would you say to someone who feels like their past mistakes define them?
Your windshield in the front is always bigger than the windshield in the back. So that'd be my answer to that. Sometimes you gotta move forward. Leave it alone. It happened already. Can't go back. You'll never live that time again. You'll never breathe that breath again. Move forward. Move forward. Some of the you ever notice like women could go through the most stuff and they still keep moving. You feel me? Like women are very resilient, bro. And that's the biggest thing I learned. Like I learned that from a woman. Like sometimes you gotta move forward. I can't. What I'm gonna wake up and cry? That's a woman's favorite line. What I'm gonna wake up and cry? And I learned it. Like, yeah, you're right. What I'm doing crying. So yeah, I would say that. Yeah, yeah, that'd be my answer. Yeah.
If a kid like me grows up in a tough environment, what mindset should they hold onto no matter what?
The environment don't really describe you though, because there's a lot of people that come from certain environments that's millionaires and they never been through anything. So it's all about your experience and how your household is and who guides you. Your neighbor could be right now going through something ridiculous, but you're here in a bookstore interviewing me. You feel me? So it's about leader. It's about who you are around that's leading you, and allow them to lead you. Because everybody got a leader, everybody got a boss, and the law is the most high. So that'll be my your environment don't define you. You define you. Everything else is structured. Everything else is a noun. You are you. You feel what I'm saying? So you are the person that defines you. You the person that make the best decisions for yourself. Nothing else. Nothing else can alter that. Your choice is gonna be your choice. I can't tell you what to do. We could just advise you. You feel what I'm saying? So it's not about your environment. Your environment gonna show you certain things. You're gonna be exposed to things, but everything is exposed to something. Bright breathing, you're exposed to H2 what H2O? No, that's water. I'm tripping. But you're exposed to oxygen. You get what I'm trying to say. You get what I'm trying to say.
It's
You
something
feel me?
H something.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
forgot what it
yeah, yeah, but
was.
yeah, something like that. But you a carbon monoxide, but you're exposed to something. Every day you're exposed to something, but you don't pay attention to it. So don't pay attention to it. You're always gonna be exposed to everything. When you was coming here, probably was 1,000 car accidents. You kept driving. You feel me? That'd be my advice.
If someone watching this feels like nobody sees their potential, what would you tell them right now?
You looking in the wrong place. It ain't about nobody. It's about you. You gotta look in the mirror and see that you are that somebody. So it ain't about what everybody always see. Cause all right, let's like this. We could do this interview, and there's a lot of gems in this joint, and they could drop and they get one comment. But you gonna stop doing the interviews after that? No, keep going. You might get one like. That's still somebody that liked it.
Keep hustling.
You feel me? So it don't matter. While we sit here and have this conversation, while I drink this chai tea with lavender and vanilla syrup, you feel me? We gotta keep going. And a lot of people, it's you know how many people see you doing something and scroll up. It's just how it goes. That's why engagement is always higher than likes because they're being exposed to your content, but they might not gravitate to it the first time or the second time or the third time. The fourth time might get you. They might see what you got going on. You feel what I'm saying? So keep going. Keep going. It's not about nobody, it's about you. I promise you. Everything else is structures and facilities. You are the person that makes you can make a house a home. Without you, the house not gonna be a home. I promise you. And I'm a person that has been through it. It take furniture to make they take an echo out of a house. So you gotta put it in there. You feel me? So it ain't about none of that. I don't if somebody don't see your potential, keep maneuvering. And I promise you, you keep going, people gonna see it. I was making hoodies and all of that And people see me in the street and just buy a joint off me. Like, it's just people like what they like. And you're gonna get your audience. You just gotta keep going. And I was a person, I hated that. I hated that saying, because I'm looking at like, I got good content, I got this, I got that. Why they not commenting? What? It don't even matter. I'm comfortable with how I'm comfortable. I pray, I feed myself, I work out. You feel what I'm saying? I'm drinking my chai tea. Shout out to my chai tea. You feel me? So that's all it's about. That's all it's about. And I appreciate the opportunity of even being here to sit in your presence, because you're the future. Inshallah, you're the future. You're a person that you're better than me. You got less miles. You feel what I'm saying? So you got less miles, you got less trauma. And I don't know your life, but you can be whatever you want to be. Literally. And it sounds crazy saying it, but it might even sound crazy hearing it, but I promise you, you woke up tomorrow and said, I want to be a pilot. You literally can be a pilot. That's what I'm trying to raise my son to be. I want to be a pilot. I ain't gonna lie. All that doctor, that's cool, but I want you to be a pilot. I want you to be in that sky. I'm trying to get free seats. You feel me?
VIP.
You feel me? But yeah, it's all about you. Don't worry about who not supporting you. Worry about the people that is supporting you. So the people that is liking your stuff, do something for them. I'm about to put up a post now where I'm about to do something for the people that's supporting and commenting on my stuff. Because that's what it's about. It ain't about nothing else. It's about you and your supporters. You feel me? So, how you want to answer? They long answers, but I promise you, they good Johns. It's good content. You feel me? So, yeah. Happy
I
minds.
think the people needed to hear that fabulous, great advice. Thank you so much for spending the time to speak with me. I appreciate it.
Nah, I appreciate you for sure. You gotta get you a tea, man. You gotta get you a chai, man. You gotta see what's going on.
Thank you for tuning in, Visionaries. This is Flea Rock Vision. I'm your host, Tyler. Until next time, stay inspired and keep building. Peace.
It's near Costello, you know what I'm saying? I just sat here with Philly Raw Vision, and I appreciate their content. I appreciate everything they doing for the community. You know what I'm saying? They outside. We sitting here relaxing, drinking my chai tea with lavender and vanilla syrup. You feel me? So we just having a good conversation, good content, and I appreciate y'all, and I need y'all to really support, follow, subscribe, like everything, bro. Please support us, because if we don't support us, nobody gonna support us. That's a fact. Unseen potential out now. Stink.
I don't have the time to watch you lie. Yeah. I don't have the time to watch you lie. Yeah.
That's what you get when you raise a kid without a hug. It takes a real screw up to work a light bulb. The ops pussy got more bruises from my prayer rug. I got more bruises from my prayer rug. Beefing with cousins got me going to my auntie house strapped. Skinny dying broke my heart. It took her hand to glue it back. In the prison hole the day my grandma took her last breath. I sold drugs to survive. I give a fuck about getting fresh. I can't afford to miss a lot. I did too much. Taking perks, they got me spitting up what's in my guts. I'm not 38 special, but I'm investing in my trust. Feeling like I'm DJ Khaled, cause they ain't believing us. Born in the forest, so you know I'm bearing arms. Quick to let that bitch ring, ambulance alarm. Told my homie to stop bitching, cause we euthanize dogs. Niggas claiming that they bought it, Master P fell off. We sunning niggas like they Romeo, you die for Juliet. You got shot to sell a song, I guess you won't be 50 Cent. Rappers working with the state like Ice Cube and Triple X. I sent my babies out the Mecca, bitch, that was my biggest flex. It's crazy I was skipping reading class to go and chase some commas. Crazy that I learned the sentence talking to your honor. Crazy that this unseen potential was my main traumas.
I don't have the time to watch you lie. Yeah. I don't have the time to watch you lie.
Vasquez. The work from Venezuela, the guns from Cameroon. Fentanyl, 1 milligram, will kill his whole room. 50 cal Desert Eagle, this shit'll drop an elephant. Hit you in your back and rearrange your whole skeleton. Comanche, Apache, I got the soul of a war chief. Playoffs, game 5, rocking Dior on the floor seats. Your brother died, your cousin died, your right hand paralyzed. Too deep for you to understand, your mind trying to analyze. Shooting like some camera guys. cutting like some samurais. We bring that shit right to your front door like Amazon. Prime, nigga, and you don't need no membership. We don't know shit about credit, we bought cash to the dealership. We live for the day, so nothing we ain't fearing. Ain't thinking about the future, nigga, we feeling like Sierra. Diamonds all dancing the chain like chubby checkers. I'm a legend, nigga, like Will Smith with the German Shepherd. I am legend. Middle of the winter, the block hot as Cancun, though. I'm chilling with the poppies, we watch Sailor Moon, though. Domino's Uno, discussing that you know. We front you what you want, pop. You fuck it up, you know. I'm calling all gang, we charging all lanes. We play ball in ball main, we hogging all lanes. I feel like Tupac Shakur, his last night in Vegas. Coogee sweater, green beamer, surrounded by these haters.